Hello, today I'm going to be playing my day 2 run of the February monthly tournament for Once Upon a Galaxy. So, first round here, we've got to get top 5, which should be simple enough, hopefully, but see how this goes, and let's just get into it. Okay, so I think for top 5 I feel most comfortable with Zagreus here. Actually, no, it's probably Collector, but I'm more comfortable playing Collector in general. Zagreus is just one where if things go horribly wrong, you get a bit of a power boost, but I think Collector is more likely to just make sure we get through the early game with some power on some early treasures, hopefully. So I'm going to check my deck and see. Got Pisces Tinkerer at the top. Don't think I have Rolo Butcher stuff unlocked on Collector yet. No, not yet. But in that, I'm just looking like Mecha Man, some Treasure with Mechanical Dragon, Fox, Hydra and Witch is kind of mid-game stabilizer slash things that win. And Burninator at the top as well for more treasures. Do I have Miseria? I don't think so. Like I don't play Collector a whole lot, but so I'm still definitely missing some pieces for it. But that's true for most of these captains. Like my Zagreus deck isn't much different. And Preeminent Prodigy, I'm just worried about hitting the fail case and ending up in 6th more so than with the Collector. Here we go. Okay. Definitely want a quest. I don't know about this Jealous Stepsisters one. I think, especially when Rose and Thorn are here, I think I'd much rather take a Thorn and then maybe we get a Jealous Stepsisters later that has some power behind it already. Like that, but actually instead I'm going to take the Peachy Queen here and look for the Silver Thorn to really buff up the shop. Position like this, and we're playing against Skip, so we get a free win here. Peachy Queen buffing itself is also great. Of course, the Daughter of Athena, we're kind of leaving behind a bunch of quests, which I'm not too happy about, but I think this is more worth it. And the Rose, actually, so another 2-3 to our shop, which is a bunch of early power. And then Pix is great here. Okay, tie. No, it's a win. And then Rose, so Rose is the Silver Rose is another 2-3 to our shop. So this is an excellent start. Then could take the Aladdin here to like look for the silver for a treasure later, but that's not that good at this point in the game. And for stats, I think I'm just going to meet in a tavern and look for something a bit better. Well, that's actually not great because we are definitely in a position where we could be doing full heart damage. So I think I'm going to cut. Am I going to cut that? That feels like it might be a little too dangerous. I definitely want to get it off soon, if not now. I feel pretty confident in this Captain Ahab's ability to hunt with our current position, so I'm going to take that. We'll leave the Gentle Giant on board, but yeah, I feel like I'm quite likely to do full heart damage here, except that we have this Gentle Giant, so that's a bit unfortunate. Okay, they didn't quite line up for the Ahab, but it's fine. I actually feel pretty safe taking the egg here right now. I might have to cut it before it transforms, but we can take it down, maybe find it later, and like Okay, I'm gonna take this chameleon. Ah, sniped our chameleon. It's annoying. We get our Ahab trigger, so. None of these are very good. The pie kind of helps with slot buster ship shape. And we'd have at least the one chameleon, the animal for the chameleon here, but just gonna take silver Ahab, gold Beachy Queen. I think I'm gonna get this picks off the board now. Breadcrumbs is excellent. Kinda eyeing this mama bear. Help with the chameleon. Get a couple extra slot buffs. And I think I'm gonna take this giant off now. Gonna put it back here. Yeah, because like if we lift the giant, we want to knock this person out and make sure we get top 5. And if we have giant, like I'm hoping we're still far enough ahead to do that. But if we had the giant, like it would have just been impossible. Oh wow, they got a really early Titania. Never mind, this person is. They got their ticket already. We're taking full heart. That's not good at all. I guess the silver chameleon over the Lost in the Woods here. We're gonna get our egg next turn as long as we keep it. I don't know that I can, though. Position Ahab here, just have our large things in front. I think I'm going to cut this Peachy Queen for the Mordicon in case we can work on that quest. And here I'm going to Lost in the Woods. And then Two-Headed Wizard to have our double Lost in the Woods next turn. Okay, we get our Chameleon Hunt into Fireflies, which isn't terrible. Necessarily. But Conan is fine. I think I just wanted to take the double Lost in the Woods here. The Mecha Man for the Mordicon is a bit tempting, but I think I just need something stronger here. Definitely taking this Wicked Witch. Over. I think I just give up on the slot buffs and take it over the Mama Bear so that we have some stats here. And the goodie bag I'm definitely going to take for the Mordicon here. Get rid of this Fireflies. No, the Ahab. And here I'm gonna. The Sparkles has the Peachy Queen buff from earlier. So I'm gonna take that over the Fireflies and let it power up the goodie bag. Not quite in one, but okay. Our Conan got some good progress there because it got hit 3 times because we got it early. We'll go ahead and silver the Sparkles here. I think I'm just gonna bank this Boon Willow right now. And bank the goose. Okay, we're in top 5, so we've advanced. Like I said, I wasn't too worried about that, but... And our Mordecon's triggering here, and we win our fight. Alchemistry set, I think, is the pick here with our collector stuff. Energizer is also good, but right now it's just not doing anything. And Alchemistry set, especially if we can like find a gold goodie bag. Take this over the Mordecon for the treasure and a little bit of extra stats back here. Daisy Jones Locket with the goodie bag is excellent. Golden Fountain is also very good, though. Especially with the Alchemistry set. I think I'd rather take the Golden Fountain, and we can maybe find the Daisy Jones Locket again later. This gives us more quickly. This doesn't matter, because our silvers are all gold anyway, but I think I'll just read the goodie bag for now. Okay. Alright, so we're back with the Charlie Potts here. That was massive early on, and it's just still going. Our witch left us at half heart damage. Let's see. We've got 2 villains right now. And the gingerbread oven. Pretty good for the goodie bag. I think I'll take the co-star. I will kind of want to get off this Sparkles. Like, I'm keeping this Wicked Witch probably for the rest of the game. I don't know if I won't necessarily want to go into villains. So I kind of want to just, like, swap out a bunch of these units. So I'm going to take the beans and the gingerbread oven. This isn't anything special here. Let's reroll. Well, that's even worse. Nothing that good here. I can take the Captain Hook, which isn't necessarily a bad combo with the Wicked Witch. I'm going to keep the Conan as a kiss target, so I'll just get rid of the 10 million Fireflies here. And I want to take 2 Epic Treasures or the Fae buff for like Sparkles and hopefully Tinkerer down the line. think I want the treasures. Guess the Queen's Wand and the Pandora's Box, since we don't have any, we only have the Wicked Witch as our only mage. Okay, Hook didn't hunt, but we got a Laser Shark off of the goodie bag, so that's a pretty good hit. We're still not anywhere close to that Charlie Potts, though. Let's reroll this. Oberon. The goodie bag and the hook a bit. And Mixo on the goodie bag is excellent. Unfortunately, we didn't hit all 3 of them there, but goodie bag is big enough to do that. But this is still going to be a loss, but it's a half-heart loss, so. Okay. This box is just not going to do anything, so I'll take 2-headed dragon. Okay, Gold Witch, 2 treasures. Poison Apple is nice with our hook and witch. And Pancakes is just good in general. Okay, so we're at the end here. Think I want to put the Captain Hook in the goodie bag in the back, just so that, like, Witch shoots, shrinks their things down, gives us the best. This gives us the best chance for Hook to hunt and summon one of their things back. Like, having the Oberon up front here is weird, but I think that gives us the best chance of doing something. I don't know that it matters anyway, but okay, so yeah, that didn't pan out. That was pretty close. We might be able to get something from that if the fight RNG works out in our favor better. Okay, now I'm going to take this Burninator over the Oberon. And Gold Burninator gives us all 3 treasures here, and the Maul is great. Just for more stats. Is Medusa useful here? I don't think so. Like, because I think, like, if Hook Hunt gets to attack, that's better than Medusa attacking, basically, as long as it lines up with the Witch, right? I think we'll just take the Bahamut over the Conan here. Our Witch didn't attack at all, so that pretty much seals it, I think. Hit the Frosting Dragon or the Angelica works? Come on. Oh well. That's fine. We're advancing the next round. So we get our fancy signed Medusa here. And we get to move on to the next round. So now we need top 4. Nathaniel Drake is definitely the one I feel most comfortable on here. And he's pretty decent as well. As like if you get the Miseria or the Little Lance, that helps a lot. Do I not have... I think I'm missing 6 cards for Drake, and one of them is Pisces, unfortunately. Yeah, so I don't have the Pisces, which is sad for the Tinkerer. But other than that, this is basically close to like my core list that I play in a lot of things with the like added Little Lance to go with the Captain ability. Okay, so we'll take the quest here. Silver Daughter Athena is great. Then I think I'll take the Puck. And then that should get us through most turn 1 boards pretty well. Yeah. Okay, we get our Lancelot with the Puck. It's great, and it advances the Daughter of Athena. Now, I think I just want to complete this quest here, and then Puss can hunt and help out getting the Little Lance a little bit. Okay. This buffed Wand of Shielding... There's, like, Breadcrumbs is almost always a snap pick, but with the buffed Wand of Shielding here, if we can just get, like, next turn, get the Lance easier, that might be worth it. I think I'm gonna do this. This should get like help us out with getting going. Okay, so we lost that fight. Oh, Latte is excellent. get our buff in Miseria. Now can I figure out a way to throw this fight? I'm gonna cast the Presence of Gaia here in order to get the Little Lance. I do need the puck still in order to get that. I don't think I can find a way to lose and get the Lance. Like I could do this, like put the puck in front, definitely make it more likely we lose. Turn 3 Mira though, I don't know. Depends on what they... Turn 3 Mira usually isn't too scary, but this is going to be scary later. Think it's just this? Yeah. Yeah, so we win that fight, get our Lance. I'm going to take the Mecha Man, as that's really good at summoning like Shipshape Inspector and Mordecon for questing. I kind of want to get rid of the puck soon. It's either that or the Lance a little. I think I can get rid of the puck. I think with the 3-2 Little Lance, I can get rid of the puck now. Then, if I take this Jack and the... If I take anything on board, I think that puts us at risk of full heart rather than half heart loss, which we don't want to do. I'm just going to take the Rose and buff the Chop. Yeah, we're still just winning here. Okay, takes over Mecha Man, Silver Miseria. Maybe we're still just looking for stuff. Okay, now I want to be taking rares for Butcher. Guess Greenbeard over Anne Bunny is preferable. Oh, no rares here is unfortunate. Also, just take a common treasure. And we've got this wand, so like having a little bit of more reason to cast spells. I don't really want to be casting a lot of spells still anyway. It's not that big a bonus. We just kind of took it in order to get the Little Lance. But I think I'll take this Robin's Bow. Okay, this looks like we might lose here. Summon the Mordecon is a great... Or we could just deal full heart damage. Okay. I'm gonna take the Dreamer as a rare for the Butcher. Or Achilles? No, yeah, I'll take Achilles. I think if we don't get like the Miseria like this turn, I'm probably just gonna have to throw it out. A little Lance here. And Davy Jones over Daughter of Athena. So I want to keep the Mecha Man for Shipshape and Mordecon. Oh, hitting Phil a bunch of times is certainly a way to turn something that should have been a win into a loss. So we get our Miseria trigger, which is great. Okay. Silver the Achilles. Okay, looks like we're done with Butcher ideas. So I'm going to take this Hydra now. Over the Miseria. Just take the Silver here. of these are very good. And hell, it could be fun, but like we have our Hydra going in slot 1 already. And it's not that big, like this isn't that big. I think I'd just rather buff a treasure. This Greenbeard positioning is weird, but it's not that important anyway. So, dealing with full heart. Rollo is very good. I think I would just want to take it and put it on board here. Should have Davy Jones up here where it's more likely to die. And it's time to get rid of this Achilles. And we're going to take the Ship Shape on board, get a rare treasure from Rollo and from Ship Shape. Yeah. Shattered Shield. Fine. It's just going to be Gilded Lily here. The duplicated on Drake isn't that significant. Still like to keep as long as we're not dying, keep this around for a Mordecon summon. None of these matter at all. Like I might as well just take the Mama Bear to buff up the Hydra in its own slot, but I mean, we've already got the Hydra in slot 1, and so I don't know that I want to use my Gilded Lily effect on the Wicked Witch, rather than just taking the Rollo here and trying to get that to gold. Though I maybe should have taken the Conan for the legendary treasure there, actually. Neither of these are great effects either, but they're improvement over what we've got. So I'll go ahead and take the Sunflare for the Mecha Man here. And Hat of the Coven with our Wander Shielding is a little bit of extra value. Of course, it's Reinforced Hull with the Lance. And we're already in top 2. This was a very fast lobby. Wow. It's not it wasn't a very strong one at all. It looks like we just kind of ran away with this one, huh? We hit Phil 3 more times, and we're still dealing with a ton of chip summons, and we're still dealing full heart damage. Well, like, it would have been full heart damage anyway, but because it's last 2, but they're just not even close. And a Tinkerer? Sure, why not? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one was not particularly close at all. Hopefully we can keep getting stuff like that, but we'll see. So now round for top 3. Huh. I'd be worried about all of these. Don't know when the last time I played Galahad was. Let me check and see what we've got. With Trash Can being an epic treasure now, I think the last time I played Galahad was before Trash Can became an epic treasure, so that's actually better. I have a lot of fun with Cup. It's just not very consistently winning for me. It's like either you do well early or you just die. and that's definitely not what we want. But Boy Who Cried Wolf is also just kind of like a little bit rough in what it can do. But I have all the cards unlocked for it, so I could probably just play my core like butcher deck and do okay with it. Put Pisces and Tinkerer in here. Butcher. There's Rollo. And then we just have a couple nods to the captain ability. Like, Fox is just generically good anyway, but like Leapfrog as an animal that can just like keep stats cycling. And if it gets doubled after copying something, that's pretty good. And then Monstro, if we can double a Monstro. But, and Flopsy, of course. I don't know which of these I feel better about. Like, I'd actually feel better about playing for Cup for a win than Boy Who Cried Wolf, definitely. But if I'm only playing for top 3, I think... Just because, like, if Cup goes off, which is, you kind of need something special in order to win a lot of times anyway, although our last lobby isn't any indication, maybe not, but... I think I'll go for Cup. We'll see if I regret that when I find literally 0 silver candy characters. I haven't figured out exactly, like, kind of distribution of low to high rarity candies that I want in this deck. Like, sometimes I flip-flop between, like, taking out one of these uncommons and putting in Candy Cane Crook just to, like, make sure I have another way of getting some sweetness, because there's two kind of fail states with Cup where it's like you don't find any silver candies and nothing matters, and then or sometimes you do find the silver candies that you just don't find no candy spells and none of it matters. But and I do like Caramel because she can take a silver on your board and make it a super sweet character, and that can be very good. Doopity Doo is like the best one of the best payoffs. Don't know that Cotton Candy Dandy, like, it's a good card, but I think we want to play more towards early game, and if like we get the silver candies that we want, I don't know the Cotton Candy Dandy, like, by the time it gets around, matters that much. Maybe it should probably be a Chef Couture's. The Jellyton goes absolutely nuts with the super sweet if you can find the silver, though, so I want to keep that. And Licorice is, again, kind of the same thing, or it maybe comes down a little too late to be useful all the time. Maybe we should just play another earlier thing like a Pixie. Yeah, let's go with this. And hopefully we don't just flounder and die. Okay. Not loving this first shop, but think I'll take the Scrub Fell, just so that it has lasting value in this first slot. And I'll take the Gingerbread House. If we can get that silver, then that... Okay, so we've already got like our first like silver candy, so now that's something good. And here's our sweetness. I would love to save this for later, but I don't want to take either the Laser Shark or the Smee here, so I'm gonna just reroll for something else. Like Pix. Pix is great. Here. And I want to replace this first, so I'm just gonna... Actually, I'd probably rather buff up the Pix with the Gingerbread House, so I'm gonna try this. Or they could snipe our Pix and everything goes terribly. Okay. Take this little red in case, because if we find a chameleon, I'll take that. And then I'm gonna replace this Gingerbread Witch, probably with the Ahab here. Like this. And then I'm putting Gingerbread Witch up front just to make sure it's more likely to attack and trigger. Yeah. Okay. Fortunately, that monkey didn't snipe our Pix. Huh. None of these really do much, so I'm just gonna take... I'm gonna take the Ember here. Give us a little bit more stats. Place the Scrub Fell. Like, I'm not hanging on for Little Red. Actually. Oh wait, no, the egg would get attack here. If the egg stayed at 0 attack in slot 1, I'd leave it there and then have, like, because then 0 attack units can't attack, so the Gingerbread Egg would be our first unit to attack, and it might be able to actually buff both sides. But with the slot buff there, that doesn't work. So I don't think there's a world in which I'm taking this egg. I do want some sweetness, but I also think I need better units. Didn't find any of our silver or uncommon candies, which is a bit sad. Think I'll just take, like, bank the Pan Shadow. Okay. And I guess I'll take this Gold Ember. It's a... Okay. Lich's Heart, like, Pixie Dust is... We're not doing Tinker stuff in the top end. So I think I just want to take this Lich Heart. Okay, I'll take this Two-Headed Wizard, so when we find another candy spell. Not really finding... Like, I passed up some sweetness spells in order to look for some candy characters, but we just didn't find them, and now we're missing our candy spells, so now I'm getting worried. But looks like our lobby isn't that strong again, though, so deal another full heart here. Okay, double concentrate gives us the sweetness we were looking for. I can't believe these are still the units on my board. I think it's time to give up this Ahab and like put the fire-breathing dragon, because if we can get that buffed up quickly with the gingerbread house, that can be a strong Ong unit. Actually, it's the Pix. We'll get rid of the Pix. No! Okay, half heart loss, which is good, but that fight went about as badly as it could have. Okay, Viscount, definitely going on board over the Ahab at this point. None of these do anything. Okay. Fire breathing dragon, got it. Got the buff we were looking to put on it. And a tie. Okay. Oh. Just gonna bank this two-headed dragon. Reroll. This is too small to put on board, but I'll take the shot buff. Now I think I'm going to put the fire-breathing dragon here, because it's range, so it's not going to die, and that gives like another chance for the gingerbread house to hit. And I'd rather have it buff the Viscount, so it's positioned like this. Okay, this is... yeah, this... that did work, but we're way behind this faker. Okay, Cherry Topples is a great pickup. Cinnamon Roll is even better. Don't have any mages on board, right? No. Just roll again. I think I'm taking the Shrink Tea, because I'm definitely, like, we're very weak for turn 9. This might get us to only taking half heart instead of full. Okay, Meat in a Bakery. Of course, I took all the legendaries out of the deck, so... except for, the Jellyton, so... that's not great, but... I'm gonna take it because it's larger stats, but... not happy about it. Yeah, I think we did need that Shrink Tea in order to stay... yeah. Ugh, am I taking this Merlin? It's gotta be better than the Guardian of the Grove, or the Ember, at least. I can't believe I still have these on board. Okay, Mixo can save us a bit. There's so I don't Mixo the Gingerbread House? Just because it's doing something? I guess so. That's fine. Of course, fought against the one person that it's not, like, going crazy. They're still beating us, though. Oh, not quite. Okay. Yikes. I think I have to Shrink Tea again. Fill with the Gingerbread House is actually pretty good. It'll always be around. Yeah, let's take that. It'll take a bit for it to scale up, but I think it's the only thing that does anything there. Okay, that Shrink is good. Like I said, I think this should get us to we got us taking half heart damage instead of dying. Out pull. Candy Kiss on the Merlin. That does nothing. I didn't even make it candy. That's the first time I've seen that happen. That's very strange. Okay, but we get our super sweet gingerbread house, 5 gingerbread house now. Counting on this fill to scale up, which is not a good place to be. None of these matter, but I'll take the carving fork. We're just gonna die here. Wait, this baker? Oh, it's all in the Sour Patch Kids. Hit the Cheshire. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't matter. We're already at half damage, but okay, I'm gonna re-kiss the Tiamat here, and it did actually turn candy. Okay, Jack-o'-lantern, we can do something with. Because now all our characters are candy. With 26, 25 shot buffs, that can go pretty fast, and that's another candy character for Jack-o'-lantern. Think that's worth... Because I think we just need to get something going quickly, and this is the only... This has the potential to do that. Gonna take the Oberon. Okay, if we win this fight, then we got the top 3 we needed. I don't think we're going to, but the Jack-o'-lantern might help. We summoned a Jellyton. That did it. Alright, we got our top 3. That was such a struggle. But we got there. I think I'm just gonna bank this Bahamut and buff the shop up one more time. Oh wait, this Long John Silver turns everything silver. Of course. So now our Viscount is Super Sweet 5, Jack-o'-lantern Super Sweet 5. Everything except Phil is candy. Oh no! Don't snipe my Jack-o'-lantern. Eat off of a tie there. It's unfortunate. Okay, so the old McDonald has a ninja that we can snipe the Jack-o'-lantern that we want to be aware of. Okay. I'm gonna replace the Sugar Plum now with this Cool Whip. I think, because just a little bit of sweetness goes a long way now with the characters that we have. I'm keeping this Phil probably forever now, but doopity-doo. I'm gonna bank it. If it comes back as silver, we'll take it. Probably, but yeah, we're just never beating this Sour Patch Kid though, so you need to stop attacking it. We're at half heart already, so it doesn't really matter. Double doesn't do anything. Take the Chefketeers. Yeah, so if that comes back as silver, it's something. Okay, I'm gonna move back here and the jack-o'-lantern here to deal with to kind of get around the ninja. I'm gonna put I'll leave the gingerbread house here to buff the jack-o'-lantern. I want to leave the jack-o'-lantern in 3 so that it has more slots to summon things. Yeah. And Phil comes back and dies to Stinky, but comes back and gets attacked and comes back, but not quite enough to win, but... Okay, now I'm gonna take the Doopity-Doo back. Didn't actually get any extra sweetness on anywhere. Okay, Gingerbread House. Did some good work with the Phil here, but you're gone now. Doopity-Doo is just... Everything here is better than this Pixie for now, until it comes back as silver. But we don't have a way to beat the massive... I'm gonna shrink it here. That might work, or help, but I think even with the Jellyton and the Viscount, I don't think we have enough to kill it. If we got the silver Jellyton, we'd probably be there, but... It did kill it, but not quite enough, because Phil had to attack. But got top 3, so we're advancing. But we need a better run than that in order to keep going. Now for top 2. I don't like any of these for that. Leprechaun can be fine, and I'm worried about re-rolling, because I definitely just don't want to play either of these. But I'm definitely concerned about re-rolling and finding something worse than Leprechaun. And I still don't feel comfortable on Leprechaun. I think you probably have to play it aggressive, because your turn 10 charm doesn't turn anything around for you. I did just unlock a Doopity-Doo. I definitely want to put that in. I played another game earlier today. I don't have a lot of cards on him, but I did get the Doopity-Doo that I definitely want to put in. Probably over the Candy Claws. Then I think I'd actually just rather have Wormscale Pisces available over the other candy top end. Like the Gummy Worm. Get rid of this Crook. See, now I'm getting rid of too many of the things, like the early things that you kind of feel like you need to, high roll with the, charms. But like Pisces Wormscale can just win games on its own, and I don't know that anything else I have in this deck does that. Take the Frosting Dragon, I guess. And I think I don't hate what I have left here. I want to fit this Crookbit in somehow, just to make sure we have another way to get some sweetness for the charm without having to cast a bunch of spells. The first one, because the first one is the one that like can actually do stuff sometimes. And then sometimes it just doesn't anyway. I don't know, I don't feel good about this, so I guess we're just gonna have to see what happens. Huh. I don't think I'm playing enough early candy stuff for Chef Gateers anymore, is the problem. Because like you want it to be double buffing your candy stuff on board, and like I just don't have any early candy stuff on board. This is every time I go to play Lucky, I keep flip flopping between do I want to go early aggression or like play with the good end game cards that I have. Gummy Worm just has a chance of doing nothing. Cut that. I don't even have Sour Patch Kids here. Oh, no, yeah, I do. I'll take the Sour Patch Kids. And that can be our early candy thing, and then we've got a couple things like the Lollipop Fairy and the Sour Patch Kid, and maybe the Cool Whip for Chef Gateers to come in and buff. I think I feel better with this than I did anything before. So, I don't know that I don't think I really expect to advance here, but I think this is as good as I'm going to get right now, so see how this goes. Okay, Thorn's a good start. Silverthorn is a great start. And I think I'll take the Stepsisters, because at a 3/3, it's actually got a somewhat reasonable chance, especially like if Dorothy is like starting on a Dragonling, which is not an unreasonable thing for it to be starting on. There's a pretty decent chance that we get our quest triggered here. Daughter of Athena and hitting it also works, so we get our quest triggered. Well, the only one of these that does anything right now is Ring of Valor, so I guess that's what I'm taking. Okay, Gingerbread Witch is some sweetness. And then I'll take Flying Monkey to get past the Pix or a Puck. Or Smee, I guess. Okay. I think I just want to find something else here, so... Okay, I will take my own picks. Still at this point. And then we're going to replace Gingerbread Witch with the Jill Sunshine. Yep, this looks pretty good. Don't want any of these, really. Yeah, I think it's all bad. Oh, I want to get this and get this thorn off the board. And then probably the Pix or the stepsisters. Maybe the monkey even. Monkey can snipe a Jack Frost still. I think I will take no, because I don't want to. I don't care about buffing any of these with the gingerbread house. Just take the pirate on the chance that it does something, but I will still leave the flying monkey in the first slot here. Reroll again. Okay, Miseria is great. Yes, that was great. Star is the one that gives. First character is Hunt 2/2. Problem is, I don't have anything I want to keep long term. Except this Cool Whip now, so I guess I'm putting the Cool Whip in slot 1. How silly. Okay, I'm going to take this latte. Am I taking this Dreamer? Don't like any of these other units. It's not a good position for the Dreamer to be in, but the Pix isn't doing anything at this point, so... Small loss, so we get some more consolation prizes. I'm going to look for some candy. Huh. I do need some sweetness, so... Like, Sour Patch Kid is too late. This puts the silver cherry topples in the sweetness. This lets me sweeten while looking at another shop. I definitely need some stuff on board more than some spells, I think. So I think it's... This puts the silver cherry topples in for later. I'm at half a heart. I want to heal up, so I'm going to take the witch and look for another shop. And now it's time to get rid of this monkey. Chef Gatiers is great. Well, it's mediocre, actually. But I think if I replace a gingerbread witch, Cool Whip will sweeten it twice, and then it'll at least be a 4/4, so it's a 4/4 to everything, and 8/8 to itself in the Cool Whip. I think that's how that will work out. If I'm right, this will go up to a 1923. Yes, okay. Hopefully that's enough to heal our heart here. Looks like it. We even got a hunt with the pirate. I think I'm taking this Medusa here. Medusa and Dreamer. We got a couple animals. But, I want to be getting off the Pop Bear and the Pirate and the Chef Gatier, soonish. Anyway. Medusa's more likely to stick around and just, keep us alive. In which case, I think I want to position like this. Okay, Cherry Topples is back. Could also I don't want to kiss the Medusa, so take this, concentrate. Okay, look. This is a really weak board, so luckily we were able to knock that out. I mean, I'd normally say it's way too late for Sour Patch Kid, but we still got a Pirate and a Jill Sunshine on our board, so when you're looking at that, is it ever too late for 8-8 Sour Patch Kid? Okay. This is actually a little bit of a tricky choice. So I could, well, this doesn't buff the Medusa. Like, I'd be taking this on board over the Jill Sunshine, probably. And it's just buffing the Cool Whip and the Sour Patch Kid in itself. And the Pixie, which I'd be taking over the Jill Sunshine, would also be buffing the Cool Whip and the Sour Patch Kid. So it's like exactly the same, except this gives me another shop, and this gives me more value over a couple turns. So I think it's this. Another really weak board. We've really lucked out with how weak our opponent's boards are here, because we are also not doing anything. I mean, I think it's just Tinkerer. Like, it's nothing incredible, but at least it's scaling. And I think I need the the Pixie and Medusa and the Dreamer still potentially. So I'm gonna get rid of the Sour Patch Kid, just the Cool Whip can keep candy stuff going. We're about to get our next charm, but not that that probably matters, but just spank this. Hopefully the Charon gets knocked out this round and we sneak into top 2, because to say, this is some of the weakest boards I've seen in a long time. This late in the game. Duping our Lucky Stars. Certainly something, I guess. Just reroll here. I'll take a Sweet Candy Treasure. Yeah, I mean, our opponent's board isn't really much of anything still, so it did beat us, but I was with the because of the Doppelganger more than anything, so I think I'm just gonna take this. Am I taking this star part? No, reroll. I don't like that this is what I'm doing. But I am buffing the Dreamer with the thing, just because otherwise I don't know what the positioning is. If we could find our Pisces, that would be great. Just bank this Mockingbird. Somehow, some way, we're in top 2 and advancing. We sniped the thing there. Shadow Doppelganger, or we swapped the Doppelganger, it doesn't matter, like, we're way behind. At this point, they got a big Shadow, a big Doppelganger, there's just way too many things going on their board now. but we did somehow survive. Guess I'll buff the Gumdrop, take the Gumdrop, and put it on the Pixie. Okay, but yeah, doesn't matter. I can't believe that run let us advance here. That is definitely more luck than anything. Because it was like a, in my opinion, kind of a mediocre captain with a mediocre deck, with mediocre luck on what we found. And our opponents were all just worse. So somehow we're here at the championship match. We're playing for this banner now. Now we have to win, and we have not had. Have we had any wins in this run? We might have had one. I don't remember actually, but okay. I think I feel a bit more comfortable with Sweet Tooth going for the win than Tajima. Tajima is definitely better early, but I think Sweet Tooth is more able to get some big payoffs with Candy at the end game that I think is what we need. And I'm not really playing early Candy. I'm just looking to like get through the mid game and then have her start casting spells to fuel the late stuff. Might take a Knight of the Holy Cane. And is like Burninator or Gummy Worm a thing? I think I'd rather just play something like Witch or Hydra. And actually, we're not playing probably enough candy units for Jellyton to matter as much. Anything else I really want to play early? No, I don't think so. Just like looking like some like other more generic cards like Fox, but they might play. Yeah, I think I'll play. I'll just throw in Hydra. Actually, that's another card that can potentially steal a win. Oh yeah, I had Frosting Dragon because of the combo with Miseria is why I had that in there. But I don't know, I think I like most of these other cards better. I guess I don't have to play the Wormscale the Tinkerer High Seas, but no, I think I want to. Still. Do I? Or do I just want to play like Pixie Frosting Dragon? I'm I'm gonna do that. The Pisces Wormscale. Okay. Pix, I think. Okay. This isn't a great start, but I will happily take a tie with that, though. Peachy Queen and find another Thorn? No other Thorn. Can start this Dragonling, maybe it'll get maybe it'll get there, but 2/6 isn't bad. Okay. Another tie. Can Chameleon hunt? Probably not, to be honest. Like all our stats are so low that I just want to take the one big thing in the Minotaur rather than like take the Chameleon and then risk finding another small thing. But no, maybe it's a no risk, no reward thing where I just have to high roll something anyway in order to make sure we win. I think I'm gonna take Minotaur. Okay, Miseria makes me wish I had taken the Chameleon actually. But oh, maybe this goatee is trying to throw this round too. Maybe it'll be throwing hard enough to matter. Okay. I'll take a half-heart loss with the Miseria in play. Huh. Yeah, the buff is still on this Peachy. Does that make it more worthwhile than the latte? With the extra shop? I don't know. Like, we could still find the Silverthorn technically, but it's probably not that likely. I think I'd rather just take the latte and, like, try and go for another half-heart loss here. And risk taking full heart. Or, like, losing the full heart. Okay. Pan Shadow is bigger than Miseria. We've got 2 animals. I could potentially be working on Hyena slot buffs. Over the Meat in a Tavern. Sure. Both these 2 first. Get our Dragonling treasure. And yeah, it looks like another half-heart loss with the latte gives us another constellation prize, which is great. Then I think it's just Mimic here, because none of the rest do anything. And a Navi. Awesome. Keep working on our slot buffs. Get rid of the Pix or the Pan Shadow. think I can get rid of the picks. All of these are not good. The Tink is marginally... No, it's not even marginally better than anything on board. Just bank the Dreamer. Again, bunch of weak boards. Okay, now we're going to start casting spells. Like, with this board, getting to turn 6 at full life and 2 constellation prizes, and we're getting our candy spells online now, I feel pretty good about that. And we found a Cool Whip now. It would have been nice if we had found it last turn, but hey, I'll take it. And we can just... our last slot buff here if we find a ship shape. Goodbye, Pan Shadow. Yeah, it's early enough to still take the Sugar Plum Fairy. I mean, the rest of our board is nothing, so... might as well. Everybody's still really weak. Dippin' Chocolate. Oh, this is... Huh. I think it's gotta be this Candy Pan Shadow. Candy Mighty Mouse is also pretty decent, but like this Pan Shadow would buffs the Sugar Plum Fairy we already have on board and buffs the Tinkerer later. Yeah, there's just no way it's not that. And it busts the Peachy Queen here, so that's even bigger. By Hyena. Then I'm going to take this Knight of the Holy Cane. Huh. Dippin' Chocolate are just stats. Like, in my normal lobbies, I'd be taking the stats here every time. So, like, I think this is the stronger play. This is the higher risk play. I think I just need to take the Two-Headed Dragon. Just don't do something stupid and end up regretting it. Yeah, like, you definitely... this person's finally starting to do something. But we got constellation prizes, so that triggers the Holy Cane to get our extra spell here. And I think I'm going to take the double Fairy Pancakes because all our stats suck, and we've got a couple buffs with the Sugar Plum Fairy going. So that should do something. I think I'm just going to buff it again. Yeah, because like it goes up to 2420. Yeah, now all of a sudden we've got really just massive stats in the shop. So, Mousetrap and a Robin? Or Robin or Ninja in training? They're basic. I think I want to hit back row or have the slight scaling on it. I think I'd rather have a chance to take out some people's back row things. Oh, goodbye, Dragon. Snipe their Fox. Definitely still not feeling like confident in a win here, but this double Fairy Pancakes with the Sugar Plum Fairy shot buffs and that we got is definitely good. think I'm just gonna buff the mousetrap more. Go get rid of the knight first. Do I? Like, I want to find silvers of both. No, they'd be buffed. They'd be somewhat buffed by the shop buffs we've been doing, but like, I don't want to keep these things on board as small as they are. Could reroll for a different legendary versus the Oberon, but I mean, maybe we find a Tinkerer. I'll take that. Captain Hook's fine. Put it in the back slot here. Reroll. Merlin with our free candy spells per each turn, I guess. And the we're not actually doing anything with candy right now, so the Cool Whip doesn't matter a whole lot. Other than, like, most of this buff, like, the marginal buff on the one candy is not much with the Sugar Plum Fairy at this point. Okay, we should be knocking this person out before they get their pirate stuff going, so that's nothing to worry about there. Oh, fudge. Guess I'll just buff the front slot here. I'm probably replacing this turn, but, like, if I get another Fae, I'll take that over the 10 million Fireflies. I could take the Fire Tuck. Get one free spell every turn already. Definitely looking for our Tinkerer, but reroll. Just bank this. Okay, still ahead of this. Again, like, people just aren't doing anything. Which is very different from my normal lobbies. Goodie bag! That's going over the Merlin. Viscount over something, maybe. Probably over the Fire Tuck. Okay, this is the person that was scaling. Oh no, they've got a Tinkerer going. That might just be it. We need to find, like, our Tinkerer, like, now. Got a half heart, so we get some more constellation prizes. Candy Kiss on the hook. Doppelganger is good. Okay. I want to take this Jasmine Dragon over the Ninja Training now, because the Ninja Training wasn't big enough. This gives us a chance of finding more shops. Bahamut's big. But, hey. I'm looking at, like, this Viscount, it's going to take 3 turns to get as big as the Bahamut, and I don't have that much time. We're kind of relying on our scam stuff now, like, to have any chance, or we just need to find something to do. Is Over the Rainbow, like, another double on our doubled things? Taking Stinky over... I mean, I think that's the best unit here, I think. I don't think our opponent was quite up to 600 stats yet, but if depending on what their Tinkerer is scaling up, they could very easily could be there. Like, if the Stinky could, like, get 2 hits in, and for sure... I think... I think the Stinky is the play. And then it would be Doppelganger back here, or... Stinky and Mousetrap is just awkward. I think it would be Doppelganger first. Is hopefully it attacks first, copies whatever kills it. Then then they would, like, if we attack first, Doppelganger swings, copies something, then they swing hopefully into either the Mousetrap or the Stinky in the front row and kill some of their own units. Then the Doppelganger copy would attack, and then they attack again into the other of the Stinky and Mousetrap. And depending on what we copy, maybe like even just them swinging into the copy, it would be fine. I just need to decide what I'm replacing to take this Stinky. I don't think it's ever goodie bag. It's not goodie bags. It's either the Bahamut or the Jasmine Dragon. I'm holding on to this Jasmine Dragon in the hopes that I find a treasure, and that helps me get an extra shop in order to find a Tinkerer still. Because we got, like, it's buffed up, like, 9 something, I think. And we've got consolation prizes and the fairy pancakes going. But I think I just want this, because we're in the last fight. So yeah, definitely. If we win this, we win. If we don't, we have one more turn. We are dead. Wow. Now I don't think there's anything we can do. Because they're, like, scaling on hunts. Wicked Witch. Oh my goodness. Can I get a Wicked Witch attack? Put the Goodie Bag, Mousetrap, Doppelganger in front. Or the Goodie Bag and Doppelganger in front. What would... Like, I'm definitely taking the Wicked Witch. It's the only way we have a chance at anything. And then... The problem is they're scaling on hunts in some way. So even, like, the Goodie Bag Doppelganger isn't a guarantee. Like, even after shrinking them, it's not a guarantee the Goodie Bag and Doppelganger, like, actually trade. or like at least not that both of them trade. So I think it would be like Wicked Witch hit, have a Stinky in front. Hopefully they swing in, like, the Goodie Bag trade. If the Goodie Bag trades and they swing in the Stinky, that can knock out some other things. And then the Doppelganger copies some of their scaling, and then they can swing into the Mousetrap. I mean, I'm always doing this. A Poison Apple could help here. We've got a couple villains. Or we've got Wicked Witch, Doppelganger, and Mousetrap are all villains, so I think it's this over just like one extra shop. I can't think of anything in the shop that would help us scam more than we've got here. Like, because they were like 12,000, so we did find the Poison Apple. Oh my goodness. Does that change my positioning? I think no. It might make the Mousetrap go up here. No, because if anything that attacks the Mousetrap gets shrunk and killed anyway. But this lets the Mousetrap, like, be the one that swings. And then something else can kill it. Like, if our attack order goes badly, then it's just Dragon Crown, because the last round, either way, the hat doesn't do anything. How could this play out? If they attack first, I always want them swinging into the Mousetrap. Right, because then the Wicked Witch is guaranteed to hit to shrink the other two. And then hopefully they swing into the Goodie Bag and not the Witch. Is there ever a world where I put the Witch in the back? I don't think so, because again, they looked like they were scaling somehow mid-fight, which means the Doppelganger needs to be in the back. I didn't see if there's like some slight, like, it looked to me like all their units were in the 12,000s and then getting bigger. It didn't look like they had like one slot that was particularly bigger, that like it being copied by the Doppelganger would be particularly like better. Just don't know. Because, like, whatever the Doppelganger copies is also going to be shrunk down to 1 because Doppelganger is a villain. Which means I would then, like, then that attacking into the Stinky would be great. I think this positioning is correct, but I don't have a very high degree of confidence in that at all. But I can't believe we're in a position where, like, we might actually get something. Come on. No! And I think that seals it. Hit the Jasmine Dragon now, please. Goodie Bag, no. And they didn't. Okay. Fine. Hit the Stinky. Okay, that at least worked, but yeah. Damn it. Well, got to the last round through some struggle buses of games where I don't actually know how we managed to get this far. And then yeah, it's disappointing to get to the end and have that pop up. But I don't know, I never felt particularly strong in any of the games we played leading up to this point. So sometimes you're just gonna hit stuff like that, and the fact that we had possibly an out does make me feel a little bit better. But so got everything except the all the prizes here except for the champion banner and this Candyman, which I wouldn't probably have much use for this Candyman art anyway, but it is very cool. It would have been nice to have it and the champion banner, but them's the breaks. But yeah, so just like I comment a lot is like I'm not the scale the level of the lobbies we were fighting, with the exception of that last board, I didn't see anything like remotely close to what I'm normally playing against at the 4000 MMR range. So that is nice for in terms of progressing and getting the rewards, but in terms of the challenge of it, until that last board, it was. I'd like to think me playing well enough to, with some bad beats, in order to get through a bunch of other people that were having bad beats. But that was our first Once Upon a Galaxy tournament iteration. I'm interested in seeing how they like iterate on this format and maybe change up things a little bit so that it's not quite so high early on that last one where it's like needing to get first in order to get everything, but I probably partly feel that way because of how that last round goes, but I do think there's probably some better formats they can do that. But I had a good time, and there were definitely a lot of runs over the past couple, like through the day one runs and today, where I was playing differently because of knowing that there is a target placement that I need to hit that's lower than I'm normally aiming for, and I did have a lot of fun with that. So that's a cool system. I think there's probably just some tweaks they can make to it to, yeah, just I'm sure they've gotten lots of feedback on it already, but and I don't know that I have anything else specific to say, but I had fun with it. So there's that. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time I post a video.